Well, hi there and welcome to Bijou Studio. I am so glad that you are here. It's wonderful to have you with me today. This is the place where we get together and make art and have fun. So I'm so excited that you guys are back on Wacky Wednesday for those of you that were here last week, and welcome to any of you who this is their first time. So I'm really excited to have you. So what we're going to do this week is we are going to make superhero cuffs. They're going to be super awesome and super cool, and they're also really simple to make. And they're made with toilet paper rolls. So hang on for the video demonstration. It's coming right up. Okay, I'm excited to see you there. Okay, so here we are going to do the demonstration for the super cool superhero cuffs. So what I have here is 2 toilet paper rolls. They come in different sizes, but it doesn't really matter what size they are. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need 2 toilet paper rolls, or just 1 if you only want to make 1 cuff. But 2 is good for both hands. So you need toilet paper rolls, and then what you're going to need is a pair of scissors. Make sure to use the kid-safe scissors or have your parent use the sharper scissors. Then you're also going to need some glue. You can use Elmer's glue, you can use spray glue. I think glue stick works just great. So one thing that you can do to cover the superhero cuffs is to use construction paper. Colored construction paper is great. This, I've just picked these colors because they're good superhero colors. You could also have blue, yellow, green, red, and black. It's just pretty thin. It doesn't matter how thick it is. The other thing that you can use, if you happen to have it around the house, is tape. Tape works really well because it has an instant color to it, and it sticks right onto the toilet paper roll. So I happen to have purple duct tape. There's also blue painter's tape, but whatever you have is going to work just fine. So the other thing that I've done for this particular project, and I have gone online and I have printed out some superhero logos. So you're going to be able to use these on your superhero cuffs. I will try and make a link below this video so you can download these and cut these out yourself. So the first thing we want to do is to cover the toilet paper roll. And I'm going to go ahead and start with the red here. So here's just a 8.5 by 11 sheet of construction paper. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to glue this on. So go ahead and line it up at this end here. See how that's lined up on this end? Because we're going to cut all this off. And then just go down like this. And then we're going to wrap it. Wrap it all the way around. Wrap, 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 wrap. Until it wraps around it all the way. Like that. And what you want to do is if you have a paper clip or something, if you have a paper clip, it'd be really great to hold it right there. I'm just going to use some tape. It's just to hold it while it's drying. So right about the place where the tape has come all the way around, I'm just going to put a little piece of tape there just to hold it in place. And then what you want to do is cut off all this extra. So we're going to use your scissors and cut just right along there. Cut that off. And then you can feel the end of the toilet paper roll right here, and that's where you want to cut the excess paper off. So you can just kind of cut right into it there. And then I'm going to go around really kind of crudely first. And then I'm going to go around a little nicer. See how it's a little tough? But then it makes it easier to see when all that extra is off. Awesome. Cool. So this glue stick, it actually is drying pretty fast. So we'll get this out of the way. So now the next thing that we want to do, after this is on, is we want to cut the cuff. Now the way that we want to do that is we're going to take our tube, and you're going to go ahead and draw on here these dotted lines, which I need to find a pen. Okay, we're going to draw on here our dotted lines, and go ahead and draw the lines right on the place where the construction paper came across, right where it folded across, and then you're going to make this part come down like in a little Y. Just going to make the cuffs so they come around like that. Like that. And do the other one like that. And then we're ready to cut. So what we're going to do It's actually kind of easy. You can just start and just follow the dotted line. It's pretty simple. And if it's easier to cut all the way across and then do these and then do the rounded corners, you can do that. And do the other rounded corner. And I might cut a little more off because I don't want to see my black dotted line. But that's okay. It looks fine either way because it's underneath. Okay. I'm going to make that, whoops, a little rounded. And I probably don't need my blue tape anymore, so I can take that off. So check it out. So what we have right now is a super duper superhero cuff. The beginning of that. Yeah! Woohoo! Isn't that awesome? So now what you need to do with your 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that you have with the superhero logos on them, go ahead and cut one out. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Captain America one because it kind of goes with the red really cool. So now I've gone ahead and cut out my superhero emblem of Captain America. And we're just going to take this and put a little bit of the glue on the back. It's good to go all the way to the edges, like that. And put it on the front side of your cuff, not the underside. And put it right there in the middle, or wherever you want it. Isn't that cool? So what I like to do, because I actually happen to have, now it's time to do fun embellishments. One thing you could do, I like how the blue goes with this. I could take some of my tape and make some interesting edge on it. So if I just put the tape, so I'm just putting the tape over a little bit here. Go like that, put that right on there. And then I'm going to cut off the rest of the tape. I'm going to tear this part off so it doesn't get in my way. You can either cut it off or you can just fold it under and get it out of your way, which is a lot easier. Isn't that cool? And now I'm going to do it on the top. It just wants to roll. Okay. Now you just do it on the top. So you can use any color combination that you want. You can also, if you don't have construction paper, you can use crayons, you can use pens, you can use any acrylic paint that you have. You could use spray paint. You could use all sorts of things to cover this. You could also use some tissue paper. You could also use wrapping paper. You could use a whole bunch of really cool things. You don't have to have construction paper. Use your imagination. This is just one idea. So isn't that cool? So there's a couple of things that you could do to make some embellishments for this one. So one thing that I did earlier is, since I had the blue tape, I actually took the blue tape and I put it down on some wax paper. And I happen to have glitter glue. These are extra added bonus things that you can do. So I had glitter glue, and last night I made dots with the glitter glue, silver and gold. There's all sorts of different colors, but I kind of wanted to see how that would look. So I'm curious about this one. Wonder how that one would look, maybe with the dots. We'll see. I'm going to take it right off like this. See, it comes right off. And then, whoops. And then I was going to see what it looked like if I put the dots on this. And you can also, well, okay, let's go ahead and put this on. I put it on a little bit higher, because remember, it's going to fold. There. So put that around, and then tear off the extra, You can fold it, and then fold it down. And you kind of flatten it out. So how cool is that? Now you have these really cool super studs on there or something. So that's one way to add a little extra embellishment to your superhero cuff. Whoa, yeah. So here's another way to cover your superhero cuffs in some color. I happen to have some blue tape. It's painter's tape. I also have some purple duct tape from Home Depot and also some yellow duct tape from Home Depot. Then I also have here these two, they're called washi tapes. They're just decorative tapes that your mom or your dad may have laying around. So let me show you what I'm going to do. So I actually already have 2 finished here. So here's one in purple and here's one in yellow. The one in yellow I've actually already cut, but the purple one I haven't cut out yet. So I decided I wanted to make a Wonder Woman cuff. So what I did is I cut out the emblem for the Wonder Woman, and then this blue tape, it's kind of a nice size. I thought it'd be fun to put that right down the middle and just wrap it around and then fold it under and wrap it around. I have a little bit of extra, so I'm just going to take that off, wrap it down, and fold it under. And so now you have kind of a cool band in the middle of that. And then take your superhero logo and put your glue stick on there. Whoops. And then stick it right in the middle. And I think that looks pretty darn cool. So here's the purple one. So one thing that I like to do is use washi tape. And what I'm going to do on this one, I'm just going to wrap it all the way around the top. And I'm going to start right at the back where the seam is on the back. This way it just looks really nice on the front. So I'm going to wrap this all the way around, just kind of pull it around, and then cut the tape there. And then I'm going to start it again at the other side. I'm going to wrap it all the way around, all the way, whoops. I need some help with this. Like that. And then, when that's done, then you can do the cutting out. This might be easier to just cut it like this. I can just eyeball it without the dotted line, just because I've made it a couple times, but you might need to have the dotted line there. And then cut this edge, round that one out like that, and round this one out like that. And then you have it. You have a nice pretty bracelet. I actually, the other day I made some, I took some of the black construction paper and I cut these little fringe pieces, just cut them up to here, and then I put the glue dots on there. And I thought it might be really fun to put that on there. You can put that on and make that look super cool with your hand too. So all right, so there we go. I'm so glad that you guys were here. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed your project, and we will see you next week. Now remember that you can use anything you want. It's completely up to your imagination. You can add ribbon, you can add yarn, you can add string, you can add confetti glued on there, you can use gems, you could use buttons, you could use rocks, you could use sticks and leaves. It's absolutely up to your imagination. This is just a place to start to spark your wonderful imagination. So I hope that you had a good time, and I can't wait to show you another craft next week. All right, take care, have fun, and I will see you next week. Bye from Bijou Studio. This is Cooper demonstrating how the superhero cuff is awesome.
Watch what this can do. Look, it teleported me.